If you're stuck on a deserted island for the rest of your life and you could only have one skincare product only forever, what skincare product would it be? What is the longest amount of time you've ever spent on a celebrity client?
No.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. Hey everyone, and welcome back. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for today's video. Just to give you a little context, to lay the foundation for this video, and I promise I'll keep it quick. So in case you missed it last week, Current Body sent some of us beauty creators, my beauty friends, my beauty posse, we were all sent over to San Diego to learn on a deeper level about the technology and the science and everything that's currently being offered in home use beauty devices, okay? Now on that trip, I got to meet and hang out with celebrity esthetician Melanie Simon. So Melanie is the creator of the at-home microcurrent device called the Ziip Halo, which I've talked about multiple times on this channel. So many videos have featured this on my channel and none of them have ever been sponsored. Ever, okay? The Ziip Halo is my personal favorite beauty device by a landslide. It's a device that I've been using for at least a year. You guys can see in this clip, I look quite different. My hair is much longer. That was like a year ago, okay? I talked about this device because I discovered it. I fell in love with it. I got one for my mom. I got one for my sister. I love it. So you can imagine when Melanie was giving us all facials with the Ziip, I was very excited, verging on fangirling, but trying very hard to maintain my composure. Anyway, after that facial, I managed to convince her to go on a live stream with me and the other creators. And I'm sure that you saw that not only is Melanie a genius when it comes to all things skincare, like I'm not kidding you, her skin looks like a porcelain doll's skin. She has no pores, it's insane. But regardless of that, she's super fun, she's totally down to earth, and she's trusted by the most A-list celebrities in Hollywood like Margot Robbie and Jennifer Aniston. She actually is a really big deal and it was an honor. It was just an honor to have her on the channel. So in today's video, we're gonna ask Melanie some of the spicier questions that people wanna ask her, but don't. And I want you to stick around until the end because there's also an insane giveaway in this video. Like literally the most insane giveaway ever. And I am absolutely certain that you're not gonna wanna miss it. Let's go. Okay, Melanie, are you ready for speed round?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is your favorite wellness brand that is associated or connected with a celebrity?
Vital Proteins. Jen Aniston is connected. I do love that chocolate collagen protein. I freeze strawberries. I put in my raw milk because I'm a big fan of whole fats. Blend it up. It helps you make hormones, I promise.
If you're stuck on a deserted island for the rest of your life and you could only have one skincare product only forever, what skincare product would it be?
P50 1970 original formula by Biologique Recherche. No doubt.
No way! Out of
yeah.
everything?
Out of everything, it's the one thing I would pick.
Why?
Because it does everything. It will tone your skin. Because there's so much lactic acid in it. Lactic acid's a moisturizing acid, so it will acidify, but it will moisturize at the same time. It gives you this glow, you're hydrated, your pores are closed, you're not breaking out. But it's gotta be the OG.
Okay.
There are like 9 versions now.
What skincare trend would you cancel if you could?
All of them. What I hate is this, we're just gonna start a skincare company because it's cool. And there's so much on the market and it just confuses people. And then they just decide to do nothing. And I hate that because I just see people feeling defeated and they don't know what to do and they're confused and they're spending money on stuff that they're not using. And it's just bad. It makes people feel bad. And I wish that would stop happening. Here's the other thing that started happening with the press. Okay, you have to have something new every quarter if you want press. And you're like, no. The first Ziip, we didn't launch another device for 5 years. Like there was no need to because we would just bring like more treatments that you didn't have to pay for. It's like you look back and you think of all these great certain things are making it back, like lip gloss from MAC, or
yes,
the Benetint's making it back. It's like, those were great products.
Yeah.
But everybody has to keep going something new. That's a terrible trend.
Yeah.
I would cancel that.
That's
let's
a great
keep
answer.
what's good, and then let's make other great things.
I love that. And it's so true. And it's almost not even about the quality of the product. It's about the virality of the product.
Oh yeah.
Right? You know those cheek stains that looked squishy?
Yes.
I don't think the quality or the result of that product was overly flattering, but it was a viral hit because it looked interesting on camera in a short form.
Totally.
If you could only do one Ziip treatment for the rest of your life, which Ziip treatment would you choose?
Founder's favorite.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that.
Founder's favorite is just nanocurrent. It will do the most for you in the long term, but of course, I love microcurrent in the right doses for the lymphatic drainage and the muscle stimulation. I do love that. That's why we give you both. But if I just had to have one, Founder's favorite.
You have 1 month before a really big event.
Okay.
What 3 skincare products do you need to optimize the health of your skin so that you look incredible at that event?
I'm a huge Biologique fan. We already know this. And as I've already said, it's really hard to get me into another product because they're so good. But I do love the Bioderma micellar water, and I love the one, they change the name all the time, so I'm just gonna tell you what it looks like. It's got the green cap and it's blue. It doesn't matter if you have oily skin, The pink one is fine, but this one just is magical. So
Okay.
I love that as a micellar water. Obviously, P50, 1970,
Yeah.
original, I've already said this.
Yeah.
My favorite serum, I literally drink this stuff. It comes in, I buy the professional bottle, which is a small fortune, and it'll be gone. And my daughter will steal it from me even. It's called Serum Matriciel. And it just, I don't know, it's like a drink for the skin. If I had to pick 3, obviously there's hundreds of products in the line.
Yes.
But those 3 are non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And one is Bioderma, so it's not Biologique, so I actually got out of my comfort zone.
Love it. What is the longest amount of time you've ever spent on a celebrity client?
I usually book out 3 hours.
Wow.
I have to set up, and I sanitize always where everybody can see because that's important. And then it's usually like 2 hours and 20 minutes of electricity, different waveforms.
Amazing.
And then at the end, I remove everything, and then I put the product, I layer Biologique. I might put my vitamin C, my serum C on if they need it. And then that's it, off they go.
Coming up next, I wanted to ask Melanie some questions about the Ziip, but I wanted to ask her questions that weren't easy to get answers for. Okay, there are so many videos made about the Ziip Halo. You can find the obvious questions, answered in a lot of other videos. So I went down the Google rabbit hole and looked for questions that people were Googling, but that you couldn't find a clear answer for, okay? But before we get into that, I just wanna explain what the Ziip Halo is very quickly so that you get a basic understanding of it before we move on to this section. So the Ziip Halo, like I said, is an at-home microcurrent device, okay? And it has 2 waveforms. There's microcurrent and then there's nanocurrent. So microcurrent is an electrical waveform that you can feel, and that gives instant results. So what it does is it kind of contracts and relaxes the muscle quickly, and you can feel it. When you're using it, you'll feel it in your face. It can be quite an intense feeling. And when you do that, you'll get an amazing contour to the face, you'll get an amazing lift, and you'll get all of that instantly, and those results last for 72 hours. So whenever I'm going to a special event and I want my jawline to look super snatched, I want my cheekbones to look high, I want my brows to look lifted, I actually do this before doing my makeup, before a special event. So it's an instant result, and it lasts for 72 hours. Now, nanocurrent is where the real magic happens, but it's less satisfying because it's not instant. Okay, so nanocurrent you can't feel at all, but it works on a cellular level. So what it does is it rejuvenates and it repairs the skin. So what you'll notice after several weeks of using nanocurrent is you will notice a reduction of fine lines and wrinkling. You'll notice your skin looking smoother, and you'll even notice a glow coming from within your skin. The glow is the thing that I notice the most at my current age, okay? If I use this regularly several times a week, after several weeks, I notice that my skin is just glowing. It's in such great condition, and my breakouts are significantly less. Now, what makes this extra amazing is that it comes with an app, and the app has all of these custom facials in it that you can follow. So if you're having issues with under eye puffiness, you can do the under eye puffiness facial that day, right? You can do Founder's Favorite, which is all nanocurrent. So if you don't really want to feel it in your skin, but you want to take 10 minutes to put in those cellular signals while you're watching a show, you can do Founder's Favorite, which is all nanocurrent. If you really want to lift and snatch and you want nanocurrent, then you can do the lift, which is the one that's pre-programmed in here. So if you just turn this on, you don't want to follow the app, the lift is programmed, which is nanocurrent and microcurrent. So it's a really unique product because you basically get an at-home spa menu in your cell phone, and you can choose your facial according to your concerns on that day, or you can follow a plan that Melanie has put in place if you have like an event coming up. So as I'm sure you can see now, you can understand why I think this is just incredible. It really is an amazing at-home beauty device, really like an exceptional device that you will see results with both instantly and long-term. And I've never seen anything quite like that before. Okay, let's get back to the tough questions. So the very first question that a lot of people are wondering about is if Ziip will counteract Botox.
No, but you need to wait. Let your Botox fully set in. Everyone's different. I say 2 weeks to be on the safe side, and then move from there. But no, you're not going to make your Botox go away. Now, let's say you've completely Botoxed your head, it's not moving. What you would want to do there is Founder's Favorite, and you don't have to do the whole program because you still want the skin texture to be beautiful. You want it to be pillowy. You don't want it to look thin. And you could do the rest of the treatments like on the lower part of the face. Okay. And work the under area of the eyes with the eye program, something like that. Filler
Filler, yes, that's a good
question. The opposite. Okay. Because it's hyaluronic acid, which is naturally in the skin, and it pulls water into itself. So when you're using your Ziip, even if you've got filler that it's kind of like you're thinking, oh, I need to go get more filler. Well, you're bringing fluid back to that hyaluronic acid and it will reinvigorate it.
Okay,
it's
great.
A good one.
Yeah, so it almost keeps it longer then.
Oh yeah.
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 Great. Now, when it comes to those aesthetic devices, right? Those skincare aesthetic devices, we see a lot of claims about the devices being stronger. This one's 10 times stronger. This is the strongest on the market. So my question is stronger better? Does stronger lead to more results, faster results? Is stronger better when it comes to devices?
No, stronger is not better. It is worse, especially when you're doing something at home because you're doing it more often. So like for instance, microcurrent, which is electricity. That's the world that I live in. If you go anywhere beyond 500 microamps, you actually start to deplete the cell, you burn it out. Like you're working out and you're just burning it out. You're burning the fat out. So many people will say, is this gonna burn out my fat pad? You know, everyone's concerned about this now.
Yes, even I'm concerned about that.
Well, because there's so many things coming out on the market and they're like, we're this strong. We're 700 microamps. You're like, what are you doing? Yeah. You know, that is going to ruin that person's face. It's irresponsible. Yeah. So you really do have to do your homework with LED, with radio frequency, with microcurrent. And I know it's confusing. Yeah. It's confusing to me. Microcurrent, I know everything about it, and nanocurrent. But even when I get into like LED, I'll start to think, you know, even some of it will get like a little overwhelming.
Yeah, I think everyone can relate to that.
Oh, for sure. So you have to have people that have done the research that can say, listen, this is probably not a good idea. But it's scary because back in the day, I used to do a lot of press, like back when, you know, you'd go to the desk side and get the feature, and I'd have 2 pages, and they would fact check and a doctor would fact check, and I mean, there was so much that went into it.
Yeah.
Now it's so different.
Totally
it just happens. There it is, and you read it, and I can't even read the articles anymore because it'll say, well, but this one is 650 microamps, and I'm thinking, that's scary, you know?
Yeah, totally.
We were talking about a skincare trend that needs to stop.
Yeah.
That one, we need to like bring it back down, bring it back down.
At what age should you start Ziip? Because I know that a lot of these devices are marketed to women 40, even 45, even 50 plus. If someone wants to start Ziip younger, like 18, 19, 20.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Yes, especially because it's gonna keep you from breaking out. A lot of people start dealing with uneven skin tones because of birth control. So you wanna keep that under control. You want your skin glowing. And when you keep it in really great shape, like I started when I was 24. So my face looks great, but like, you know, look at my arms. I didn't do anything for my arms, and you could see the difference. It's like, it's just, look at all that damage versus taking care of my face. If you start young and then you hold the line, it'll really make a difference. And I have clients of every age who've been with me for so long, and then other people will see them and go, what did they do? What are they doing? What are they doing? I'm like, they've been doing it for 20 years. But you can totally jump on the train right now.
Is there an age that's too young?
Well, we legally have to say you started at 18.
Okay.
That's
perfect.
what skincare tools are supposed to say.
Okay. Now, if someone buys a Ziip and they really want to see real results, they want to take a before picture, and in 3 months, they want to take an after picture. What realistically do they have to commit to? You know, if they do it once a week, like what do they really have to do to actually get a result in a photo?
I would say, give me a week. I say 3s. 3s make me really happy. Give me 3 tries, and I would like you to do the lift twice. You need to include the neck. You hold it vertical, you pull, you do the whole lift treatment on this side. When you hear the beep, you'll be about right here. Then you'll start pulling that eyebrow up. Then it's over. Then you do it on the other side. Then take a day off, because it is microcurrent and nanocurrent woven together, so you're getting both. Then take a day off, so then you do it the next day. And just go through the week like that. So it could end up being 4 days or 3, and take a before and after. And if you don't see a result, I would just be completely shocked.
Coming on with that question, another question is, say someone decides to do that exact plan, right? Are they able to actually stack the treatments?
Oh yeah, I stack like crazy. I mean, that's what they're there for. Think of it like a spa menu, and they're all different. There's no crossover. They're completely unique. This is 20 years of me being in what I call the beautiful trenches, where I was literally building these waveforms, and certain ones would rise to the top. This one would increase blood flow to the lip area. This one would really contour and chisel the cheekbone. It's wild. You need to go try what's on the app, explore. If there's anything on there that even looks remotely exciting to you, just try it. As soon as you do the treatment, I'm on the video with you the whole time, you'll see for yourself.
Giveaway time! All right, this is what you're gonna win, and this is how you're gonna win it. You are gonna win a Ziip Halo. But not only that, that would be an awesome prize, but not only that, you're gonna win a one-on-one consultation through Zoom with Melanie Simon. I know, I can't even. I'm so excited for one of you. So you're gonna be able to chat with her. You're gonna be able to talk to her about your concerns. You're gonna be able to show her your face. You're gonna be able to do all of the things. And she'll not only give you product recommendations, so what you should use daily, she's also gonna help you with your Ziip. She's gonna tell you what to use, what to focus on for your concern, how to do it. She'll show you different techniques for using it that's going to address your specific concerns. This is the best giveaway I've ever done on the channel. Like, I would would kill to win this. I even saw Melanie, she did a facial on me, and I want to win this damn prize. What you have to do to win is you can win or you can nominate someone, okay? It's up to you, but you just have to let me know in the comment section below. Melanie and I are both gonna be reading these comments. I wanna know why you feel like you or your loved one really deserves this opportunity. This video's over.